So yesterday we have initiated second biggest module of the syllabus, and that is actually uh, one of the engineering materials, water and its treatment. So as I told you yesterday, water occupies this say unique position in our life. So it is important for living being for potable purpose, but it is also useful or utilized in industry. Now, most important use of water being an engineering material is in generation of steam. Okay, so that steam is being utilized for generation of electricity. So we need steam basically. So to generate steam, we need pure water. This ordinary water is hard, right? So if we use that water for steam generation purpose, it creates several troubles. It reduces efficiency of boiler, and it may create accident, explosion of boiler. Okay? So we need water free from hardness. So as I mentioned before, this whole module or almost major part of this module is moving around this drawback, hardness. Okay. So yesterday we defined two types of water, soft water and hard water with respect to hardness. So soft water is that water which produce foam or lather immediately after mixing with soap solution. This is very simple test to check whether given water sample is hard or not. This qualitative test. Okay. Then hard water is that water which does not produce, right? It does not produce foam immediately after mixing with soap solution. And this hardness is because of presence of certain salts that we studied yesterday. Then we define hardness, and that is soap consuming tendency of water. And it is because of salts of calcium, magnesium, and other hardness producing metals. We considered iron and aluminium. So four metals we consider. So salt of these metals, they cause hardness. Okay. So calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride. Okay, so and so forth. These are hardness producing salts. So these salts, these hardness producing salts, which are in dissolved state in water, they react with soap solution and they produce precipitate, it is solid matter instead of soap, instead of foam. That is what the problem. Okay, so that can be easily demonstrated with the help of this reaction. So hard water is added, sorry, soap solution is added, hard water containing calcium chloride. So actually we expect foam formation, but foam will not be produced because of presence of calcium chloride. So calcium chloride will eat this soap solution initially, and precipitate is produced. Okay. That is what hardness actually. Then we define two types of hardness: temporary hardness, also called as a carbonate hardness, alkaline hardness. And second type is permanent hardness, also called as non-carbonate hardness, non-alkaline hardness. Okay. So yesterday we have studied these two types of hardness. So temporary hardness is basically because of carbonates and bicarbonates of calcium, magnesium, and iron. Okay, and it can be easily removed by just boiling even hard water sample. So when we boil hard water, hardness producing salts, they are decomposed into precipitate that can be removed by filtration. So water is free from temporary hardness. Okay, so these are the two reactions we have studied. So these two salts, they are temporary hardness causing, they decompose after heating into precipitate that can be removed by filtration. Water will be free from temporary hardness. And permanent hardness is really permanent. It cannot be removed by just boiling. So first, impurity responsible for the hardness. Chlorides, sulfates, nitrates of calcium, magnesium, iron, and aluminium. Okay, calcium, magnesium, iron, and aluminium. So this hardness cannot be removed by just boiling the hard water sample. But we have to give chemical treatment, lime soda treatment, or physical treatments available. So this is chemical treatment, soda added to water containing permanent hardness. Say for example calcium chloride. The soda will react with calcium chloride and calcium carbonate precipitate will be produced. So water will be free from permanent hardness. So another example is lime. This is lime. Lime reacts with magnesium chloride, which is permanent hardness causing, and it gives out magnesium hydroxide precipitate that can be removed by filtration. So water will be free from permanent hardness. So that is what the concept. So we studied a differentiation also between these two. Okay. So first is impurity responsible for temporary hardness, bicarbonates and carbonates of calcium, magnesium, and iron, and chloride, sulfate, and nitrates of calcium, magnesium, iron, and aluminium for permanent hardness. Then can be removed by boiling, cannot be removed by boiling. Then temporary hardness causing salts are alkaline in nature. All temporary hardness causing salts are alkaline because they are carbonates and bicarbonate. Carbonate bicarbonate is called alkali. So this hardness is also called as a alkaline hardness. So this is what caused by neutral salts which are neutral in nature, means chloride, sulfate, nitrate, which are neutral, neither acidic, neither nor alkaline. So the hardness is called non-alkaline hardness. Okay, these are the examples. You can add one more point. This is also called as a carbonate hardness. Okay, and this is called as non-carbonate hardness. That can be point number 5. Okay, this is called as a carbonate hardness, and this is permanent hardness is non-carbonate hardness. So that we studied last time when we studied how to express hardness or hardness producing salts in terms of one common unit called as a calcium carbonate equivalent, because it is very difficult to understand hardness because hardness causing impurities are many. Okay, so it is difficult to understand or feel hardness by considering all salts. So what we do, we convert their quantities, this quantities of all hardness causing salts in terms of one common unit calcium carbonate equivalent. Okay, so the formula is this: calcium carbonate equivalent is equal to mass of hardness producing substance. So we need to find out exact amount of particular salt. Okay, divided by its equivalent weight of that impurity, hardness producing impurity, into equivalent weight of calcium carbonate. So this is 50. This is constant. These two are variables. Okay, so these two are depending on type of impurity. So suppose calcium carbonate is impurity present in water, so you must know its weight or amount in ppm or milligrams per liter, and then you have to calculate equivalent weight of calcium carbonate. Otherwise 50 is constant, right? So equivalent weight we studied yesterday. Equivalent weight is equal to molecular weight of that impurity upon valency of cation. Okay. Now units of hardness. So units includes first milligrams per liter, ppm, parts per million. So these are two typical units we use to express hardness. ppm is most widely used, parts per millions. So now in case of water, being density is equal to 1. Okay, this relation holds true. What is that relation? 1 milligrams per liter 1 milligrams per liter hardness is equal to 1 ppm hardness. Okay, 1 milligrams per liter hardness is equal to 1 ppm hardness. So these two units are equivalent for water. You understand? Because sometimes they give amounts in terms of milligrams per liter and they ask to calculate hardness in terms of ppm or other units like say degree Clerk or degree French. Okay, so you should be able to convert answer in one unit into another unit. So degree Clerk, so its relation with ppm is 1 degree Clerk is equal to 14.4 ppm. You should know this. 1.1 degree Clerk is 14.4 ppm and 1 degree French is equal to 10 ppm. Okay, so they may ask or they may give all impurities hardness causing salts in terms of milligrams per liter. and they will ask you to calculate various types of hardness in terms of ppm, degree clerk, degree French. So you should know their relation. So I will give you one line statement which correlate all together. So if hardness is 1 milligrams per liter, we can say it is 1 ppm hardness, and that is equal to 0.07 degree clerk. Okay, how it is calculated? Because 1 degree clerk is 14.4 ppm. So 1 ppm will be 1 divided by 14.4, and that is 0.07 degree. And that is equal to 0.1 degree French. Why? Because 1 degree French is equal to 10 ppm. So 1 ppm will be 1 by 10, means 0.1 degree French. So what you should know is this relation only. 1 milligrams per liter hardness is equal to 1 ppm hardness is equal to 0.07 degree clerk hardness is equal to 0.1 degree French hardness. Understood? So this is important slide. You should know what is the formula for CSF equivalent, and most important thing is how to apply it. The formula seems to be easy, but while applying to various types of impurity, you may feel little trouble. Okay, so concept will be clear. And once you get one type of hardness in one unit, say in terms of milligrams per liter, you can convert into ppm and degree clerk and degree French using this relation. Okay, so it is about the units of the hardness. Now we will solve numerical problems which are usually asked in university examination. So you should have paper, pen and paper with you, and calculator also. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here on first problem. ऐकू येतं सगळ्यांना? Am I audible or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir. Okay. The water sample contains the following impurities in milligrams per liter. I am repeating, the water sample contains the following impurities in milligrams per liter. Unit का दिला है? Milligrams per liter. Okay. So impurities you write down. Magnesium bicarbonate. Can somebody tell me what is the formula for magnesium bicarbonate? Yesterday you have, I think, you have listed out all possible impurities according to temporary hardness causing, permanent hardness causing. So can somebody tell me what is the formula for magnesium bicarbonate? This is very important for you. Writing correct chemical formula.
MgHCO3.
सांगा बघूया.
Hello, sir.
MgHCO3.
MgHCO3
Twice.
It should be twice, because see, I will write here. See, I want to write combination of magnesium with bicarbonate. I said bicarbonate. So bicarbonate ion is this HCO3 minus is bicarbonate ion. Okay. So I want to build up a molecule with these two entities, right? So valency of magnesium is always +2 and bicarbonate is -1. So if I want to build up this molecule, I should take two anions, two bicarbonate anions. Then only this will be -2. So -2 + 2, the neutral molecule can be produced. Okay. So MgHCO3 twice, it should be right. So its quantity is given, and that is 7.3. 7.3 unit is milligrams per liter. Okay. Then magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride. How to write magnesium chloride? सांगा कोणीतरी. Magnesium chloride. What is valency of chlorine? -1. Magnesium is +2. So we need again 2 chlorine ions. So magnesium is Mg, chlorine is Cl. So since its valence is -1 and magnesium is +2, I should take two atoms of chlorine. Okay. So its quantity is 9.5. 9.5 milligrams per liter. Okay. Then third, calcium bicarbonate. How to write calcium bicarbonate? कोण सांगताय? Calcium bicarbonate. What is valence of calcium? Calcium is always +2, right? What is valence of bicarbonate? HCO3 minus. इथे दिले बघा, HCO3 minus. So this is +2 and this is -1. So this must be 2. Okay. So similar to magnesium bicarbonate, we should write calcium bicarbonate. HCO3. हाँ बोला. बोल ना.
दिसत नाही.
स्क्रीन दिसत नाही आहे. हॅलो.
दिसते सर.
दिसते ना. बघा काय प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर. So I should write calcium bicarbonate in this way. Calcium HCO3 twice. Okay. And its quantity given is 16.2 milligrams per liter. Okay. So one more salt is there, calcium sulfate. Okay. So calcium we have over here. Sulfate means what? SO4 2 minus. So 2 minus is its valency. Here +2 valency. So +2 and -2. So only one ion is sufficient to form the neutral molecule. So what I should write? Calcium CaSO4 and not SO4 twice, because SO4 valence is -2, calcium +2. So that is neutralized and neutral molecule is produced. So that is equal to 13.6 milligrams per liter. This is what the given data. So then you write down, calculate the temporary, permanent, calculate the temporary, permanent and total hardness of water. Calculate the temporary, permanent and total hardness. Okay. So this is the way numerical problems are asked on hardness part. Okay. See, so let me explain problem statement again. See what is given. The water sample contains the following impurities in milligrams per liter. So analysis of water is given to us. We don't have to go and analyze water. Contents are known. What is asked? Just to calculate temporary hardness, permanent hardness, okay, and then total hardness. So total hardness means addition of these two. Okay. So first step while solving such numerical problem is identification of impurity according to temporary hardness causing, permanent hardness causing, and no hardness causing. Okay. So let us look at the first impurity, magnesium bicarbonate. Magnesium bicarbonate, this impurity. So this impurity causes which hardness? Can somebody tell me? Magnesium bicarbonate causes which hardness?
Temporary hardness, sir.
Which hardness?
Temporary, sir.
मला ऐकू येत नाहीये. मोठा नाही, loudly.
Temporary hardness.
Exactly.
Temporary
It is temporary hardness causing. Correct. So bicarbonate of magnesium is a temporary hardness. So I should write temporary hardness. Okay. To magnesium bicarbonate. Then magnesium chloride, this impurity, MgCl2, causes which hardness? Follow.
Permanent.
Magnesium chloride.
Permanent hardness.
Permanent. So magnesium chloride, it is non-carbonate hardness, means non-alkaline. म्हणजेच काय? Permanent. It is caused by chloride. So chloride, sulfates and nitrates, they cause permanent hardness. And carbonate bicarbonate, temporary hardness. So this is again calcium bicarbonate. So it is temporary hardness causing. And this is sulfate of calcium. So it comes under permanent hardness. So here all four impurities are causing this or that hardness. So no need to exclude. This is the first step. Now second step is calculation of CaCO3 equivalence. Okay, because we have four different types of hardness. So how to express this hardness? Every time we have to say it is 7.3 ppm MgHCO3 hardness, or 9.5 ppm MgCl2 hardness, or 13.6 ppm CaSO4 hardness. So it becomes very tedious and difficult to understand. So what we have decided to express all these impurities or all these amounts or four amounts of four impurities into one common unit, and that is called as a CaCO3 equivalent. And its formula is fixed. What is formula? Amount of impurity or salt. Okay, amount of impurity, hardness causing impurity, divided by equivalent weight of impurity, okay, into equivalent weight of calcium carbonate that we have calculated yesterday. It is constant 50. So this side is constant for all formulae, irrespective of impurity. This will remain fixed, 50. So amount of impurity upon equivalent weight of impurity. So equivalent weight means what? Molecular weight divided by valency. Molecular weight divided by valency of cation. Okay. So let us apply this formula to first impurity, magnesium bicarbonate. CaCO3 equivalent of Mg at CO3 twice. That is equal to amount of impurity is directly given here, 7.3. So that I should write without hesitation. No. Okay. .3 directly you can write divided by, what is divided by? Equivalent weight of magnesium bicarbonate. So equivalent weight of magnesium bicarbonate is what? It's molecular weight divided by valence. Equivalent weight means molecular weight भागिले valence. So molecular weight means what? Addition of atomic weights of the atoms present in molecule. So there is one magnesium and there are 2 hydrogens, 2 carbons, and 3 into 2, 6 oxygens. Okay, so that is molecular weight. Simply you have to add atomic weights of all atoms present in the molecule. That is molecular weight divided by valency of magnesium, that is 2. Okay, so let us write that over here. Magnesium is atomic weight is 24 plus this is 2. So 2 I should take here out of bracket. 2 into hydrogen is 1. So I should write 1. Then carbon atomic weight 12. So 1 plus 12 plus 1 oxygen means 16. I have 3 oxygen. 16 into 3, 48. right? So this is what molecular weight of magnesium bicarbonate. So I want equivalent weight. So divide by valency of magnesium, which is plus 2. So I should write plus 2 or 2 simply. Plus 2 or 2. Okay. So divide by 2. And what is over here? Equivalent weight of CaCO3. That is fixed 50. You understand? So calculate. Can somebody calculate and tell me the answer? Fast. So you can simplify this in this way. You can write in this way: 7.3 divided by this is what I think 146. Molecular weight of magnesium bicarbonate is 146. This altogether, if I calculate, and this I will take here 50. This will this is divided in division state, so I can multiply to 50. So 50 into 2. 2 will come up and multiply. So this becomes 100. This becomes 100. So overall effect will be 7.3 into 100 by 146. किती आलं? सांगा बघूया पटपट. कॅल्क्युलेटर आहे ना तुमच्याकडे? असं आहे 730 divided by 146. बरोबर? Because it's 100. 7.3 into 100. Okay, that is 730 divided by 146. किती येतात? बोला पटपट.
5.
5, absolutely correct. 5. Correct. Very good. Okay, so this is the way you should calculate CaC3 equivalent for all impurities, but you have to be very careful about atomic weights, right, and valencies. Okay, so we will now turn to the next molecule.
Sir.
सर
Sir.
हॅलो
हा बोला ना,
कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेटची इक्विवलेंट
काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे?
होय.
सर
बोल ना.
सर इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ CaCO3 आहे ना तिथे, तो 50 आपण घेतलाय ना,
हो,
पण आपल्याला MgSCO3चा म्हणजे मॅग्नेशियम बायकार्बोनेटचा हवा ना तिथे.
नाही 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 हा, तेच बघा. आता कसं माहिती, आपण सगळ्याला कसं एक्सप्रेस करतोय, CaCO3 इक्विव्हॅलंट मध्ये एक्सप्रेस करतोय. आता
हा.
मॅग्नेशियम बायकार्बोनेटला आपण CaCO3 इक्विव्हॅलंट मध्ये करतोय, म्हणून ओरिजिनल फॉर्म्युलामध्ये इथे CaCO3 येणार कुठल्याही इम्प्युरिटी असली तरी. मॅग्नेशियम बायकार्बोनेट असू दे, आयर्न बायकार्बोनेट असू दे, क्लोराईड, सल्फेट, नायट्रेट, कुठलीही इम्प्युरिटी असली तरी हा फिक्स झाला पार्ट तुमचा. इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ CaCO3 येणार आहे आणि ते 50 आहे. म्हणून तुम्हाला मी म्हटलं की ही फिगर कॉन्स्टंट आहे 50. त्याची तुम्ही काळजी नाही करायची. 50 जे असं आहे ते ठेवून द्यायची. फक्त बदलेल काय, अमाऊंट ऑफ इम्प्युरिटी बदलेल आणि इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट बदलेल. बरोबर, इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ इम्प्युरिटी बदलेल. कळलं? म्हणजे फिक्स ठेवायचं. सो दिस इज 5 milligrams per liter.
सर हॅलो
Now second impurity you can try also, magnesium chloride.
सर
I should take another page.
हॅलो सर
हा बोल ना.
सर ते कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेटचे
एक
इक्विवलेंट
मिनिट, जरा मोठ्याने बोल, तुझा आवाज फार कमी येतो.
सर कॅल्शियम कार्बोनेटचे इक्विवलेंट वेट 40 आहे ना सर?
नाही नाही नाही, मी सांगतो ना, मी एक्सप्लेन करतो ना, ते परत एक्सप्लेन करतो. ओके, आता बघा आपण काय केलं, CaCO3 काढलं. CaCO3 आपलं काय इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ CaCO3 आहे आपल्या त्या फॉर्म्युलामध्ये. बघा, व्हॉट इज द फॉर्म्युला? वेट ऑफ इम्प्युरिटी अपॉन इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ इम्प्युरिटी. इकडे इम्प्युरिटीज आहे दोन्हीकडे. ओके, इंटू इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ CaCO3 असं आपण म्हणतो. सो इक्विव्हॅलंट वेट ऑफ CO3 कसं काढणार? सर याचं मॉलिक्युलर वेट काढायला पाहिजे भागिले व्हॅलन्सी काढायला पाहिजे कॅल्शियम. तर मॉलिक्युलर वेट कसं काढणार? कॅल्शियमचं 40 आहे ॲटोमिक वेट. ओके, कार्बनचं किती आहे? 12 and 3 oxygen means 16 is 1 oxygen. So 16 into 3 means it becomes 48. So this is molecular weight. I want equivalent weight. So valency divide करायला पाहिजे. So valency of calcium is plus 2. So this is how much? 100. 48 plus 12 plus 40 is 100, right? Divided by 2. That is equal to 50. Okay? Is it clear? Okay. So that side you keep fixed. We cannot alter that. Equivalent weight of calcium carbonate will remain fixed. Now second impurity is magnesium chloride, MgCl2. Okay. आता ह्याचा आपल्याला CaCO3 इक्विव्हॅलंट काढायचे आहे. फॉर्म्युला काय आपला? Weight of impurity. So weight of impurity given is 9.5 divided by its equivalent weight. Equivalent weight कसं काढतात? Molecular weight of magnesium chloride divided by valency of magnesium. So molecular weight कसं काढायचं? Addition of atomic weights of magnesium and 2 chlorine. So magnesium is again 24 plus 2 into 1 chlorine atom. Atomic weight is 35.5. So this is what molecular weight of magnesium chloride. 1 magnesium and 2 chlorine atoms. So divided by valency of magnesium. Valency of magnesium is plus 2 in this case. So I should write 2. And here we should write CaCO3 equivalent weight of calcium carbonate. So equivalent weight of calcium carbonate we have just calculated 50. This is constant for all impurity. Only variable is this numerator and this denominator. It will vary according to the impurity. Okay. So again 2 into 50 becomes 100. Okay. 9.5 into 100. 9.5 into 100 means it is 950. Okay. दोन वरती गेले म्हणजे 100 होणार इथे. 100 गुणिले 9.5 म्हणजे 950 डिवाइड बाय मॉलिक्युलर वेट. हे आता जे काय असेल ते इथे जेवढं काय येईल ते किती आलं तुमचं? 95. It is 95. कळते तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना? Yes or no? So it is obviously without calculator you can give the answer. What is the answer? बोला.
10.
10 बरोबर. 10 येणार. 10 milligrams per liter. कळलं तुम्हाला? सोपं आहे. Now third impurity is calcium bicarbonate, CaHCO3 twice. Its quantity is 16.2 milligrams per liter. We have to express this quantity in terms of its CaCO3 equivalent. म्हणजे calcium bicarbonate ला CaCO3 equivalent मध्ये convert करायचं आपल्याला. Okay. So our formula is fixed for CaCO3 equivalent. Weight of calcium bicarbonate, that is directly given 16.2 divided by, okay, divided by what? Equivalent weight of calcium bicarbonate. Equivalent weight means what? Molecular weight of calcium bicarbonate divided by valency of calcium. So molecular weight of calcium bicarbonate is sum of the atomic weights of calcium, hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. So calcium is 40 plus. Now there are 2 bicarbonate ions, so I should write 2 out of bracket. 2 bicarbonates. Okay, 2 into 1 hydrogen is 1, 1 carbon is 12, so plus 12, and 3 oxygen means 16 into 3, so that becomes 48. So this is molecular weight of calcium bicarbonate. 1 calcium is 40 plus 2 into bicarbonate. Bicarbonate is what? 1 hydrogen is 1, 1 carbon is 12, 3 oxygen means 16 into 3 is 48. Okay. So this is molecular weight divided by valency of calcium is always 2 into 50. Okay. So accordingly you can calculate. So 2 into 50 means 100. Okay. So 100 you can take over here. So 162 into 100 divided by this value. मॉलिक्युलर वेट ऑफ कॅल्शियम बायकार्बोनेट. आणि सांगा बघूया माहिती दिली. सगळा स्टेप देतो मी बघा. स्टेप द्यावा. 16.2 डिवाइड बाय दिस
10 येते.
येस करेक्ट. 162 येणार हे मॉलिक्युलर वेट टोटल इथे. ओके. आणि हे 2 गुणिले 50 म्हणजे इकडे 100 होते. So this becomes 10. The answer is correct. 10 milligrams per liter. So this is very important step and crucial step. Here your calculation must be correct. Otherwise, final answer will be wrong. Okay. So this is what the calculation for CaC3 equivalent. Now next step is calculation of hardness. So first we will calculate temporary hardness. Temporary hardness. Temporary hardness is what? You have to write the formula. CaCO3 equivalents of जे applicable impurity आहेत आपल्या फॉर्म्युला याच्यामध्ये डेटामध्ये. Which are those? First is magnesium bicarbonate MgHCO3 twice plus second is CaHCO3 twice. So this is what the formula for temporary hardness. Calcium carbonate equivalents of two impurities only because they are causing temporary hardness. MgHCO3 twice and CaHCO3 twice. So we have already calculated magnesium bicarbonate is 5 ppm plus calcium bicarbonate is 6. CO3 equivalent is 10 ppm or 10 milligrams per liter. That is equal to how much? That is equal to how much? 15 milligrams per liter. Okay. Now 15 milligrams per liter means how many ppm? 15 milligrams per liter. I want answer in ppm. कसं येणार? 50 milligrams per liter is equal to what ppm? कसं काढणार? So I already told you, you should remember this. What is that? 1 milligram per liter is equal to 1 ppm. Both are same unit. And that is equal to 0.07 degree Clark. That is equal to 0.1 degree French. Okay. So accordingly, you can convert this milligram per liter answer into all other units. Now ppm and milligrams per liter same, so you will get same answer. 50 milligrams per liter is 50 milligrams. But if you are going to calculate degree Clark, you have to multiply 15 by 0.07. That is degree Clark. And if you want degree French, you have to multiply answer in ppm into 0.1, that is degree French. Finish. Okay. So this is what a temporary hardness in 3 different units. Okay. Now similarly, we can calculate permanent hardness. Permanent hardness. What's this formula? CaCO3 equivalent of applicable impurities. Only 2 are there. One is magnesium fluoride plus calcium sulfate. Both are applicable. So that is equal to magnesium fluoride is 10 ppm, I think. And calcium sulfate is also 10 ppm. It's CaCO3 equivalent. CaCO3 equivalent quantity 9. Okay. So that becomes 20. The answer is 20. What is unit? Milligrams per liter. Okay. So that is equal to 20 ppm because milligrams per liter and ppm are same. That is equal to 20 into 0.07 degree Clark. And that is equal to 20 into 0.1 degree French. Simple. Permanent hardness in all 4 units. Done? कळलं तुम्हाला? आता काय बोललं, टोटल हार्डनेस. टोटल हार्डनेस, टोटल हार्डनेस इज इक्वल टू टेम्पररी हार्डनेस प्लस परमानेंट. टेम्पररी हार्डनेस आपला किती आहे, 15 ppm आहे, आणि परमनंट हार्डनेस किती आहे, 20 ppm आहे. दॅट इज 35. ओके, मिलीग्राम्स पर लिटर. ओके, त्याचं ppm किती येणार, सेम 35 ppm. डिग्री प्लस केलं तर काय होईल, 35 इंटू 0.07 डिग्री प्लस, and French केलं तर काय होईल, 35 into 0.1 degree असेल. These are the final answers. If you are interested in total hardness, so these are the final answers. Okay, so total hardness is 35 milligrams per liter or 35 ppm. Okay, any doubt असेल तर विचारा लगेच, otherwise we will proceed. Okay, but now 5 minutes are remaining. I will give you one problem statement. You solve at home as a homework. Similar way you have to solve. Erase करतो मी. Okay. Right. Write down for calculate the hardness, calculate the various types of hardness using following analysis. First, magnesium chloride, MgCl2. MgCl2 is 95 ppm. Then CaCl2 22.2 ppm. Then NaCl 100 ppm. Then MgCO3 42 ppm. Then calcium nitrate CaN3 twice 82 ppm. 82 ppm. Then calcium plus 2, that is 40 ppm. Then NaHCO3 52 ppm. Okay, and one more impurity which is new for you, maybe AlCl3 is 70 ppm. Okay, you just see what you have to calculate is, question is calculate the various types of hardness using following analysis. Analysis is given, I am repeating that analysis. Magnesium chloride is 95 ppm, calcium Calcium chloride is 22.2 ppm, NaCl 100 ppm, magnesium carbonate MgCO3 42, calcium nitrate 82, calcium plus 2 ions 40 ppm, then NaHCO3 52 ppm, and ASCO3 70 ppm. Okay, so you have to calculate various types of hardness. Is what? Temporary hardness, permanent hardness, and total hardness. So first you identify impurity. We sort out according to temporary hardness causing, permanent hardness causing, no hardness causing. Then you calculate CaSO3 equivalent using formula. Okay. Once you calculate CaSO3 equivalent, you substitute in temporary hardness causing formula, temporary hardness formula, then permanent hardness formula. Then sum of temporary hardness and permanent hardness is total hardness. That's all. This is the way numerical problems are asked on this hardness curve. Very simple. Only thing is you have to calculate correct CaSO3 equivalent. That's all. Okay. So I think this is 11. If you have any query, you just unmute and ask me now. Okay. Regarding the PPT for this water, that I will share. Okay. And also write up for practicals. That also I will share. Okay, so accordingly you can refer. So for theory part, you don't have to refer any other material. If you are going to refer book, then you refer textbook only, which are available with our library. You can come here and you can take it. Otherwise, I also have books. You can take it from me also. Okay. So if there is no doubt, nothing to ask, you can give your presentee and you can leave meeting. Thank you.